So, to start with, let me introduce you to something. Reason with me. Look at it. Like I said, it's going to be a teaching form. It's going to be a teaching. It's going to be teaching. So, I am not an orator. So, when I teach, I look at the document and then you follow me. Now look at this. Do you know that marriage is a holy institution? Even though marriage is a holy institution, but it's an unfortunate institution. Marriage is an unfortunate institution. So unfortunate. Why is marriage an unfortunate institution? Look at this. Marriage is the only institution where students study with trial and error. Marriage is an institution, but students study with trial and error. Now look at number 2. Marriage is the only school without external examiner and without promotion or demotion at failure. You cannot be demoted when you fail in marriage. Even when you succeed in marriage, you cannot be promoted. So marriage is just the institution. It's not one thing. Nobody examines you. Nobody comes to monitor you. Nobody comes to know whether you are doing well or not. That is marriage for you. In fact, marriage is just between you and God. Even God also doesn't even monitor you. So that's why people do whatever they like. People do whatever they want in marriage. Because God doesn't monitor them. You see? So marriage is the only school without subjects or textbooks. There's no textbook. People dabble into marriage. People go into marriage, no textbook. No lecturer. Look at that. And then, even in Israeli marriage, they neither graduate nor receive certificate. Nobody graduates from the institution of marriage. Nobody graduates from the school of marriage. And nobody receives certificate. Your experience is your certificate. Your knowledge is your certificate. If you do well, you don't even graduate, you continue to do well. If you fail, you don't even fail out. You continue in it. You are stuck. Now look at that. No textbook, but unfortunately, marriage has a lot of junk textbooks. Bachelors write on marriage. Spinsters write on marriage. Even people who fail in their marriages write on marriage. Anybody can get up tomorrow and put up anything together in the name of marriage. Marriage doesn't have a textbook, but only junk textbooks. But in other institutions, you don't have junk textbooks. Nobody just comes up anytime or anyhow and writes a book on science, on biology, on philosophy, on Greek, on mathematics, on this or that. Must be a professional. But in marriage, there's no professional. No professional. So many junk textbooks abound, written by both experienced and non-experienced people. That is marriage for you. Marriage is like religion. Anybody comes, anybody can wake up tomorrow and say he's a priest, he's a pastor, he's a reverend, he's a bishop. Anybody. No monitoring. Now, look at point number 5. Every institution has operational guidelines except marriage. Every institution has operational guidelines except marriage. Marriage doesn't have operational guideline. It's quite unfortunate. Now look at this one. Every institution has age limit for admission except marriage. Marriage doesn't have age limit. Before you go into secondary school, before you go to the university, there are universities, there's a particular age. If you have not reached that age, they will not admit you. Before you enter into primary school, you must reach a certain age. But in marriage, look at today. You see a girl of 12 years, 14 years, 15 years, 16 years, no age limit. Anybody get married. Even young men, they dabble into it. Sometimes, unfortunately, they marry by credit. That is marriage for you. It's not a thing. So every institution has duration for graduation, except marriage that only death terminates. Only death terminates marriage. You don't retire in marriage. You're not even old in marriage. So marriage is an unfortunate institution. Very, very unfortunate. Marriage is the only institution that students come in at will and go out at will. People marry anyhow and divorce anyhow. That is marriage. And it is quite unfortunate that people marry anyhow and divorce anyhow. They garbage in, they garbage out. That is marriage for you. So marriage is an unfortunate institution. Marriage is an unfortunate institution. You know, all these make marriage a mystery institution. All that I have shortlisted, they make marriage a mystery institution. But do you know, marriage reveals a person's imperfections, perhaps more than anything else in the world. Marriage exposes people. It exposes your weakness. I was saying rather that no matter how strong and how mighty you are, marriage weakens you. Marriage is the weakness of every man. Marriage is the weakness of every woman. No matter how strong you are, how powerful a woman you are, how great a woman, when you are married, you are weakened. Your husband is your weakness. Your wife is your weakness. And so marriage is best. Marriage at its best is two imperfect people, imperfectly related. People don't come together and marry because they are perfect. No, these are imperfect people, two imperfect people, imperfectly related. Marriage is an institution, but unfortunate institution. And so, as we go into this seminar, as we go into this I see it as a project. Get ready. Get ready. You are in for something. And then I'm telling you, your God will, through me, open your eyes. God will, through me, expose you to things you may have known, or you may never have known, or you may have known, but you have forgotten. Marriage is an unfortunate institution, but we are going to help marriage out if you follow. Follow this way, follow this very channel. And then I want to encourage you. Don't just watch, don't just read, like and share. Share. Let people know what you enjoy. Let people know that there is a new thing in town, a new platform in town, a new platform that God has organized. I will tell you how long God has prepared me. I will tell you how long it has taken God to prepare me for this, to help families, to help this institution. You're welcome.